What is up, everybody? With the season coming to an end and the draft right around the corner, today we'll be going into a mock draft for 2025. So without further ado, let's get into it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Also leave some comments down below. So for pick number 1, this is a no-brainer. The Tennessee Titans in dire need of a quarterback right now. So we're going to go with Cam Ward. There's no telling the meme lord himself, Will Levis, will continue to be QB at Tennessee. Levis did not have the accuracy and also couldn't take the pressure very well. And at number 2, also another obvious one, clearly Deshaun Watson is not the QB one. We're going to take the next best QB up on the board, so we're going with Shedeur Sanders at number 2. Now this one, I could propose a trade here if I were the Giants, but you're going to take the best player on the board at number 3, and you have plenty of room for other QBs here with Jalen Milroe at 41, Jackson Dart at 54, Quinn Ewers at 95, Will Howard at 100. You have several different options to go with if you're the Giants, so we're going to go with Travis Hunter, pick number 1. So if you're the New England Patriots, their biggest need right now is O-line. So for this one, we're going to take Will Campbell at number 7. We just got to make sure Drake May is protected at all times here. At number 5, we got the Jaguars. They have Andre Sisco leaving for free agency in 2025, which means they would need a safety. Now let's just say they don't pick one up during free agency. They would end up having to draft Malachi Starks at number 10 out of Georgia. And so number 6, we have the Raiders. They could hypothetically draft a QB, but that would come later on in the draft. Their biggest needs right now are wide receiver, running back, cornerback, and defensive tackle. For Devontae Adams here being out of the picture for Las Vegas, we would take McMillan at number 6 here. At number 7 for the Jets, they do need a QB as well, but who knows what could happen in free agency. If you were the Jets, you'd want to bolster the D-line here. They do need that. They need offensive tackle. They need a safety. They need a cornerback. And why not take Mason Graham at number 4? At number 8, we have the Carolina Panthers. Their biggest need is defense. They had the worst defense in the league in 2024. Derek Brown will be returning in 2025. And they lack a pass rush. So we're going to take Abdul Carter out of Penn State right here. For the Saints at number 9, they might have Chase Young leave in free agency. So they're better off getting an edge guy. And we're going to go with Mykel Williams at number 9 here. For the Bears at number 10, it is absolutely crucial that the Bears find a better O-line as Caleb Williams was getting nuked all season in 2025. So with that, we're going to take Kelvin Banks Jr. at 14. For the 49ers at number 11, it feels like the Rams and the Niners alike like to take defense guys in the first round, and they need a little more depth behind Nick Bosa. Let's address that D-line, and we're going to take Derek Harmon at number 20. At number 12, we got the Dallas Cowboys. They have released Ezekiel Elliott and Rico Dowdle becoming a free agent. For the Cowboys, I'm going to pick the Heisman runner-up Ashton Genty. For the Dolphins at number 13, they have a lot of their linemen leaving for free agency, such as Calais Campbell, Benito Jones, Tyrell Dodson, and they also have their safety Javon Holland leaving for free agency. They could take a safety later on in the draft, so we're going to go with Jalen Walker at number 17 to the Miami Dolphins. Boom. You just want to get back all those defensive pieces as quickly as possible because God knows Tua Tagovailoa gets another concussion, all right? At 14, the Colts do indeed need a safety, and they need to bolster their O-line, but they also have a need at tight end, so why not take Tyler Warren? We're going to go with Tyler Warren here. This will be a true test for Anthony Richardson. He has plenty of weapons to work with. You draft a bunch of O-linemen, some safeties, see what you can get in free agency, and we can see if Anthony Richardson is the real deal here. At 15, we have the Atlanta Falcons. They have 2 edge rushers in Matthew Judon and Lorenzo Carter leaving for free agency. So for the Falcons, we're going to take James Pierce Jr. At number 16, the Arizona Cardinals. They have a bunch of their defense guys leaving for free agency. That line's going to look a little bit empty. So we're going to take Jihad Campbell at number 36 for the Cardinals here. That is a tough one. You want to fill in those gaps in the lineup. They already have Marvin Harrison Jr., James Conner, guys like Trey Benson, and Trey McBride. So you can get a wide receiver later on, as well as a edge guy, defensive tackle, so-and-so. At number 17, we have my Bengals here. We had one of the worst defenses in the league, and why not put somebody across Trey Hendrickson to put some pressure on the QBs? I've seen a lot of people take Mike Green at 33, but I've looked into it a little bit. There's been some character concerns with Mike Green, and we've already experienced enough with Jermaine Burton in the last draft. So I'm going to go with F it. We're going Jack Sawyer at 46 here. He's an Ohio guy, played really well for Ohio State, was thoroughly impressed by his performance in the Natty, and we also have plenty of great corners later on in the draft, so why not take him while he's on the board? Number 18, we have the Seattle Seahawks. Their biggest concern is their offensive line. They had LaMea, Haynes, Bradford, who all didn't really cut it in 2024. So we're going to take Tyler Booker out of Alabama. If you're the Bucks, number 19, they have Godwin, who could potentially leave for free agency in 2025, and Mike Evans on his final year of his contract. It would be the wisest decision to take a wide receiver at this part of the draft. So we're going to go with Luther Burden III here. For the Broncos at number 20, you want to give Bo Nix another weapon in the offense. So we're going to take Colston Loveland out of Michigan. At number 21, the Pittsburgh Steelers. For some reason, they cannot hit too well with wide receivers, with their main weapon being George Pickens. You're going to go with the next best wide receiver in the draft. So we're going to take Matthew Golden out of Texas here. At number 22, the Chargers, they definitely need a wide receiver. I mean, watching Quentin Johnston drop a bunch of passes in the playoffs, which were very crucial, they should definitely take Emeka Egbuka out of Ohio State right here. Boom. At number 23, we have the Green Bay Packers. They also have a need for wide receiver, but all their current receivers are pretty efficient and they could always draft them later on. It would be best to take another defensive piece. We're going to go with Will Johnson out of Michigan. They definitely need a corner right now. We got the Minnesota Vikings at 24. The Vikings have plenty of cornerbacks right now. They could be getting Byron Murphy back if healthy. We're going to take Tyleik Williams right here out of Ohio State. Big boy. At number 25, the Houston Texans. They got Stephon Diggs and Robert Woods potentially going into free agency. They also had Tank Dell go down with a knee injury. So for the Texans, we're going to go Kyron Lacy. Nah, I'm just joshing you. I'm just pulling your leg, people. We're going to go with Trey Harris out of Ole Miss. At number 26, we have the LA Rams. They did a phenomenal job drafting Jared Verse last year. Their biggest concern is offensive tackle, as Alaric Jackson and Noteboom are headed for free agency. So let's fill that gap with Armin Membu from Missouri. At number 27, we have the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson has plenty of weapons on offense in which they could draft some more later on in other rounds. I'm feeling Josh Simmons at 23, primarily because of the amount of points that the Ravens have given up in certain games, which is crucial for them in the playoffs. So at 28, we have the Detroit Lions. They had Aiden Hutchinson and Marcus Davenport go down, which forced them to trade for Zadarius Smith. You want to add some depth at edge, so we're going to go with Nick Scorton out of Texas A&M. And at 29, we have the Washington Commanders. Let's just give Jaden Daniels another weapon here. Somebody that can complement Terry McLaurin. We're going to take Isaiah Bond at 59 here out of Texas. Just absolutely nasty in the red zone. At number 30, the Buffalo Bills. They got a lot of their defense guys leaving for free agency, such as Quentin Jefferson, Jordan Phillips. Let's throw in Walter Nolan at 29 out of Ole Miss. At 31, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. They got to update their trenches, all right? They got to throw in a DLC on that hoe. So we're going to take Kenneth Grant at 31 out of Michigan. 31 for 31, baby. You also want somebody to complement Chris Jones on that D-line. And at number 32, we have the Philadelphia Eagles. An absolutely complete lineup. They went all in on defense last year by picking up Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. Why not take a little chance on Mike Green at 33 out of Marshall. If it's anybody that could develop a player, it would be Vic Fangio. That's going to do it for the video, guys. We could run it back right after free agency, get another round of this going. This is my first full-length NFL video. I do a lot of variety of content on this channel. I've covered the 2023 and 2024 season in short form content. Let me know what you'd like to see on this channel as far as NFL content and everything else. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.